Right now at 6, Unalaska residents stranded in Mexico. The cartel violence leading to a lockdown.
And a fake weight loss drug problem hits consumers. The online shopping scam to watch out for.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. We start with breaking news. A shelter-in-place advisory for Americans in Mexico is expanding.
Yeah, that's the word from the State Department. Violence there slowing, but still happening after the killing of a drug cartel leader. One of the hot spots is Puerto Vallarta.
In that area, a group from the Coulee region is desperate to leave.
News 8 Now's Jadius McGee joins us in the newsroom with the latest. Jadius.
Yeah, Lisa Kine, one of the 6 Unalaska Rotary Club members, says they're safe, but they feel they are left without many answers. The group was in Mexico for a water filter project, but woke up Sunday morning to car fires and military helicopters. They are now sheltering at their resort, but Lisa told News 8 Now about the group's experience so far.
At this point, we don't have any news on, when things will start moving. It's been very uneasy, I guess. Just, we're reaching out to people, that we know that work at airlines and, talking to our husbands that, and resources that we have connections with of like, what should we do? Do you rebook? Our airline is telling us to just hang tight.
Kine says they are in contact with the United States Embassy, but say those updates are vague. Coming up tonight at 10, we talk to former Wisconsin 3rd District Congressman Ron Kine, who is the brother-in-law of Lisa Kine. Live in the newsroom, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Jadius. A Sparta teacher pleading not guilty to child abuse charges. 30-year-old Melanie Hins is a special education teacher. She's accused of hitting a 5-year-old student. It allegedly happened in October at Southside Early Learning Center. Hins is on administrative leave and free on a $10,000 bond.
The Wisconsin Assembly has passed 2 bipartisan women's health bills.
So what do the bills cover? News 8 Now's Grace Monk has the answer.
The bills expand coverage for postpartum care and secondary breast cancer exams.
This bill will absolutely save women's lives and likely babies' lives too.
One bill would extend postpartum Medicaid coverage from 60 days to a full year. This would allow low-income women above the poverty line to continue receiving care for conditions developed during and after pregnancy.
They may be seeing their provider for mental health concerns as well, including PMADs, which are postpartum or perinatal mood and anxiety disorders.
Wisconsin is the 49th state to expand postpartum Medicaid coverage. Billing says removing financial barriers for women's health is crucial.
What we found is that there are more emergency room visits. Our maternal death rate is higher without that care that women need.
The other bill requires insurance providers to cover secondary breast cancer exams. This would apply to women that have a high risk of developing breast cancer, including women with dense breast tissue.
We're seeing higher rates of breast cancer. We're especially seeing higher rates in younger women. And I think women who are high risk and women who have dense breast tissue, if they can do supplemental imaging in addition to screening mammogram and find cancers earlier, we have a much higher chance of curing them and letting them be cancer-free.
According to Guzzo, Amplify Health diagnoses around 375 women in La Crosse with breast cancer every year. Both bills are headed to Governor Tony Evers' desk. He's expected to sign them this week. In studio, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Grace. The Lansing Car Ferry is back open. It closed earlier today due to heavy amounts of ice coming down the Mississippi. Officials say they may have to shut down early tonight and tomorrow morning when the warmth from the sun goes away. In La Crosse, alternate side parking has just ended. It's been in effect since midnight on Saturday when the city declared that snow emergency.
Well, a cold weekend that spilled into Monday. Is that how it's going to be all week, Greg?
No, it's getting to this time of the year where when you get to March, you do a lot of flip-flopping back and forth with temperatures, and we're going to see some of that this week along with some more precipitation too. But for today, it was cold, not as bad as we saw on Sunday given the winds were lighter, but still well below average. We should be in the mid-30s for most locations, or at least above freezing for average temperatures. You see a lot of 20s right now. Overall, we're still in the 20s. We have cloud cover increasing, but the winds are calm, so that's a good news. We don't have much of a wind chill going on, just a little bit occasionally as the winds pick up, but they're going to start turning around to the south. You can already see Winona starting to see that turn a little bit. There's your cloud cover right now, just some high clouds out there. It'll start thickening up, but it'll be for a while. We're still holding in the 20s for most areas. but in the teens, especially where you have clearing skies and you have a pretty decent snowpack in place. This evening, really, temperatures is falling back slowly to about 16 as we get closer to 10 p.m. Cloud cover increasing. That wind will start to pick up a little bit too towards the 10 p.m. hour, and similar for La Crosse, it'll take a little bit longer for the clouds. We'll drop back down quickly, probably to 15, and probably hold steady thereafter as the clouds begin to increase because of a system that's coming. So we do have more snow or rain depending on location. Another opportunity Wednesday, we're going to flip those temperatures around, and yes, we even potentially have a 50 in the week too, so quite a flipping around a lot.
Yeah.
We'll break it all down a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
And a reminder, you can track weather on your block by downloading the First Warn weather app.
In Madison, the state assembly passing a bill targeting SNAP benefits. It would prevent people from using SNAP to buy soda and candy. 18 other states have similar restrictions. Now, opponents of the bill say it limits options for those living in poverty. But one bill backer had this to say.
We already banned alcohol and tobacco, for instance, for purchase with SNAP benefits. Why are we allowing people to buy food that's absolute poor for their health?
The bill heads to the state Senate next. If it passes there, it'll go to the governor.
Hinchin Elementary holding its 7th annual Read Your Heart Out today. It's in celebration of National African American Parent Involvement Day. Over 50 guests stopped by to read books, recite poetry, and share stories about African American culture, including La Crosse Mayor Shondell Washington Spivey.
Today is about Black community members coming and reading to students and really talking about the history of Black people in America, because as we know, Black history is American history.
Read Your Heart Out started 20 years ago with a Madison teacher.
Moon Tunes announcing its 2026 concert lineup. The concert series starts June 4th at Riverside Park. One of the highlights is on June 11th, a Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young tribute and a Stevie Wonder tribute by Ryan Howe in the Atmosphere. All performances are free to the public. Still to come, online shopping scams hit Wisconsin.
How fake weight loss drugs boost those numbers and warning signs to know.
Tomorrow morning on News 8 Now this morning, Trump's tariffs ruled illegal, what that means for your wallet. Plus, Art's got some more snow on the way before we hit those spring temperatures. We'll see you at 5 a.m.
A big part of my job is building relationships with people, and being the team you can trust means being here for you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. And now that we've combined networks, T-Mobile covers more places than ever before. America's best network just got bigger. Join now and your plan price is guaranteed for 5 years. T-Mobile and US Cellular, better together.
Menards 11% rebate is here. From lighting to lumber, from doors to floors. The bigger the project, the bigger the rebate. Pick up that paint. Start your new kitchen makeover and order that outdoor space of your dreams. Save big on every project you're tackling. Hurry into Menards now and get an 11% rebate on everything.
Save big money at Menards.
It's always been there, his love of the outdoors. Some days, you wonder if it might be his calling. Truth is, you know that the things he's passionate about today will build the foundation of what he does tomorrow and possibly inspire a new journey. All he needs now is a way to make it happen. We are the universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities, unlimited opportunity.
A big part of my job is building relationships with people, and being the team you can trust means being here for you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Millions of Americans are turning to weight loss drugs like Ozempic and Mounjaro, but scammers are cashing in, selling fakes that could be dangerous.
News 8's Alexandra Carter reports with the warning from the BBB.
The demand for weight loss drugs is high, and so are the scams. I spoke with local experts about what to watch for.
You've seen the ads, Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro.
For the first time in a very long time, these medicines have given people hope.
And scammers are looking to take advantage.
These medications are very costly, and so obviously scammers know that. They're offering these products at a cheaper cost, and consumers are, hoping that they're true, and they're clicking on links.
And the scams are getting more sophisticated, tricking consumers into paying hundreds for products that may never arrive.
We're seeing, fake websites. We're seeing AI-generated ads with fake endorsements, fake text messages, emails.
You might think you're getting this, Mounjaro or Ozempic, but experts say scammers are selling fakes online that could contain dangerous ingredients or nothing at all.
And unlike the real thing, you don't know what you're injecting.
They do not go through any FDA approval process. They don't go through any drug trials. We don't really know what's in them.
Marisa Pruitt, manager of Amplify's obesity clinic, says if something feels off, pay attention. Look for warning signs like severe stomach or chest pain, rashes at the injection site, or even mood changes.
If you're not taking a medicine directly from one of those companies, you're probably taking a counterfeit version.
The Wisconsin BBB says last year, online shopping scams were the top reported scam. Weight loss drugs were a big target.
You have to just be so careful. Look for words that are spelled wrong, missing punctuation, capital letters in the middle of sentences, and sentences that just don't make any sense.
If you think you've been scammed, report it to the BBB or the FTC. Those links are on our website. In the studio, Alexandra Carter, News 8 Now.
We will have more news ahead.
But first.
Yeah, we got more rain or snow for Tuesday, maybe a little bit more snow Wednesday night, and then we're going to flip those temperatures back and forth all week long. We'll explain all that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Maxwell White Water Conditioning is the Coulee region's trusted leader in water conditioning. From hardness to chlorine to iron, we eliminate it all for cleaner and healthier water. When you need the best, call the experts. Call Maxwell White.
Thinking of updating my kitchen? Yeah. Yes. This year, we are finally updating our kitchen, doing subway tile and an ivory or eggshell. Cream, maybe bone. Don't get me started on quartz. Big island. You ever heard of a waterfall camp?
For everyone who talks about doing that thing,
And over there,
but never does that thing,
sweet little breakfast nook.
Chase has financial guidance.
See how you can start saving to make this happen. Really?
Really?
Really.
At home or in person.
You could also check out a Chase Money Skills workshop.
That's guidance from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get a total value of over $6,100 on the Sierra 1500 model. Plus get $3,000 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
What are you drawing?
I draw me walking a dog if I had a dog.
Where's my donut?
I have no idea.
I like your drawings.
Thank you.
Dental implants are often the best solution to severe dental issues. If you have infection in your mouth, it does cause trouble other places. A lot of people ignore infection for way too long. And when they finally do something about it, they say not only do they like what they did here, but they feel better overall. In the end, you can have a smile you're proud of and a very healthy mouth.
We're an implant-focused practice. If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Hi, my name is Levi, and this is Maxwell White Water Conditioning Tip 48. Hard water causes scale buildup, dry skin, and stained laundry. If you see these signs, call us at 608-781-8088.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
A historic blizzard slams the Northeast today, bringing major cities to a standstill.
Yeah, Providence, Rhode Island set an all-time snowstorm record with almost 3 feet of snow. Places like Babylon on New York's Long Island saw record accumulations with at least 30 inches. This nor'easter, now one of the 10 biggest storms in New York City history.
We are plowing streets and doing everything we can to keep our roadways clear so that emergency vehicles can get through. These are dangerous conditions.
The storm also canceling more than 5,600 flights today.
Yeah,
you can see why with that kind of conditions.
Yeah, quite a winter blast they had. Well, luckily for us, not too much snow.
No.
There were some flurries this morning, apparently. I slept through it, but cold temps ahead of us for the rest of the week, Greg.
Yeah, we definitely have some opportunities for snow. We're going to flip those temperatures back and forth, kind of what you would expect as we go into the first part of March. We do a lot of flip-flopping as fronts come through, but we do have snow opportunities to see. So the first one tomorrow, we'll get with the timing here in a second, really provides a lot of the snow further north, and it's getting less and less amounts here. So look, Eau Claire maybe a ½ inch. If you go to Rusk County, maybe an inch. Further south and west you go, it may mix with a little rain and snow, so it won't actually accumulate much. So the only concern going in is that we will have some wind going on, so the drifting of the snow onto roadways could be another issue to concern with. We've seen that somewhat over the weekend, which could cause some slick spots too. If you're looking at I-94 travel, we're looking at Eau Claire, basically to Black River Falls kind of time frame. That snow comes in just late morning. It's primarily going to be snow. We'll have to see towards the tail end of Black River Falls. It might switch a little bit, but temperatures will climb up. A little bit of accumulation, but not expecting anything road issues. And then really temperatures will continue to rise above freezing thereafter is when the precipitation stops. It'll be cloud cover there afterwards. This doesn't factor in the wind too yet. Now La Crosse, basically I-90 type threat. This one thing really we'll keep in mind of is the wintry mix, because the timing of the precipitation could be a little sleet and maybe a change to rain or snow. Won't amount to too much, but it's really around the noon to about 2 p.m. time frame. Once again, winds too and drifting. This will be probably more of an issue because we have a better snowpack down in this area. Drifting could be a concern once again for slick spots, given that we'll have that throughout the whole day. Now, if you look at the snow for the next event, this one is really for southwest of the area. Right now, the low chances are for greater than 4 inches. I don't even have a most likely because this band is very narrow and it's getting a little bit less and less. But you see it kind of climbs closer to I-90 for a little bit of snow. But I think south of Decorah to Prairie du Chien line is where you might see some accumulation. This is more Wednesday night after the EM commute. Right now it's staying south. That could change. We'll keep an eye on it. Otherwise, here's that system for the first one. It's just heading into the plains right now. It's going to dive southeastward, so we'll see that come through tomorrow. Overall tonight, just a lot of cloud cover. With the winds turning around, it'll help keep those temperatures steady in the teens, more or less, than getting down much below that too. So it will be milder, but the wind starts picking up towards the morning commute. You'll definitely feel that out there. A little brief sunshine possibly for some areas tomorrow morning before cloud cover quickly comes in. And here comes this line here to see. It's a mixture of rain, could be a little sleet, more snow as you go further north, but by the time it gets down to I-90 corridor, that's when it could be rain, could be snow, a little bit of sleet too potential in there. So it could be kind of a wet noon commute for a lot of areas, but not expecting any road issues with this, as our temperatures will continue to climb above freezing. Beyond this, it's not going to be for an evening commute either. It's going to be well to the south and west, east of us, for the evening commute. Now, as I mentioned, the wind too. Starting off the day out of the south, 25 to 30. It's going to turn to the west by noon, decrease a little bit, but then as the next front, the cold front comes through, we're going to see the winds pick up in the afternoon, come out of the northwest, and we could see gusts as high as 30, 35 miles per hour through the evening commute. And that's why I say drifting of the snow, it could be a concern because sometimes you can get that and create slick spots. So that would be the bigger concern really than the precipitation probably for tomorrow for areas that have that snowpack quite a bit there. Once we get that, look at those temperatures for Wednesday. We're kind of feeling right. We're back like Monday. So it's going to be cold back in the 20s for most areas. Lighter winds a little bit. There will be some sunshine. So that's the positive news. Going forward, too, after we see that one event come through, Thursday looks more seasonable. And then, yes, we get back up to the 40s, potentially some areas hitting 50. But it's about a one-day short warm-up because the cold front comes through and it's looking like a cold weekend again. And I mentioned Sunday night. Keep an eye on that. There's a lot of issues potentially with that where a band of snow could set up. That could be accumulating snow right now, so we have to keep an eye on that. But everyone's going to see much colder temperatures once again for the weekend.
All right. Thanks very much, Greg. Coming up next in sports, get ready to wrestle. The WIAA State Wrestling Tournament starts up this week, and one local athlete's looking to defend her spot at the top of the podium. Cade is next.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Come on, boys. These dogs aren't going to eat themselves. Yeah, mustard? I'm a mustard gal myself.
To everyone who values tradition, what does tradition mean to you?
Our family's been doing fish fry here for years.
At Culver's, we make our fish fry the way tradition deserves.
Hand battered, right here in the restaurant.
Right here.
Right here.
The food here never disappoints.
And the best part, we get to sit and enjoy the company. Hey.
Helping you spend time with your family, it's what we're all about.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
A home you love. A business that endures. It takes your vision, your hard work, and your dedication to bring them to life. The right tools help. Case IH truly understands your vision and what you need to achieve it. That's why we build the equipment, the local dealer and service network, and the data and tech you want today and tomorrow. Because we don't just build our equipment to work. We built it to work for you.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center.
We see you out there coming up with original ideas, which is why you shop at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Because you know that when inspiration stirs, we'll have what you need at prices that help make it happen. During our big pet care event, all dog and cat toys are 25% off. Assorted Blaine's brand pet food, $3 off. Rewards members save an extra $2 and get a free $15 gift card with every $100 spent on Purina pet products. Find value on the things you value. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
Going on or coming off?
On. 14 hours.
Ooh, thanks. Saving lives.
Cheers.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
Well, she keeps it quiet in the wrestling room, but her effort on the mat speaks louder than any words. Black River Falls phenom Riley Hanrahan is one of the premier high school wrestlers in the country, and this week she's on the hunt for her second state title.
You know what UFC is? That's what I thought it was at first. I was so scared. Yeah, and then I came into the practices and I really enjoyed it. If I didn't wrestle, I thought I would be a totally different person.
10 years old and brand new to the sport, Riley Hanrahan knew nothing about wrestling. Now, as a junior at Black River Falls, she's considered one of the best in the country.
I was still brand new to wrestling. I think it was like 2 years in. And I went there and I just kept smashing everybody. And I ended up winning.
Back in April, Riley took second at the U17 World Team Trials. Fast forward to the fall, and she stamped herself as the best in the country at her weight by winning Flow Wrestling's Who's Number 1.
It felt really good to get my title back and prove everybody wrong. Everybody is out to get you, and then the other parts everybody looks up to you and thinks you're the greatest thing.
Inside the Black River Falls wrestling room, Riley has become a driving force, pushing teammates and even acting like an extra coach.
Forget how many girls we had, so she had to wrestle some of the boys, and she was beating up on most of them. And she's coaching them as much as we are. She's been in a lot of different places with a lot of different coaches, and she's definitely bringing a lot of stuff and a lot of excitement into the room.
With the sport surging in popularity around the country and here in Wisconsin, Riley is helping lead the way.
Just having someone in our community to really be kind of on the top of the podium and top of the country, really. It definitely brings excitement to not only girls wrestling in the area, but to our particular team and our school.
Hardest part is stepping on the mat. So, and then from there you take off, just like I did.
From Black River Falls, Riley Hanrahan.
From a nervous 10-year-old to a two-time state hopeful and national #1, Riley isn't just winning matches, she's helping shape the future of wrestling in Wisconsin.
Now, Riley's next stop is in Madison starting Thursday for the state tournament, but after that, she'll have her eyes set on the world team when she competes at the World Trials in April. So,
wow.
So cool to see some of our local athletes doing things at the biggest stage you can,
Yep.
and obviously here in Wisconsin.
Taking down the guys, too. I like it.
I mean, like you touched on, this area in particular has kind of been huge to getting girls wrestling to the level it is right now across the state, and that kind of interest kind of started around here. A couple schools here and there as well, but to have somebody dominate then and really set a tone for future generations of girls to look up to, that's pretty special.
So we'll be keeping an eye on
on her, see how she does, obviously this week, but then later in April. It's so cool seeing her do things at the biggest stage. All right, we'll have more news after the break.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Miss a story? See it again or watch us live on YouTube at WKBT News 8 Now.
This President's Day, Home Furniture celebrates with savings. Get up to 10% off sale prices like this 5-piece sectional, now just $17.99. Plus get 3-year special financing during the President's Day sale, going on now at Home Furniture.
Interested in a heat pump for your home? Here at G&T, we've got an offer to sweeten the deal. Qualified customers can get up to $8,000 off a new Goodman heat pump system and a $2,000 tax credit for this year. In most cases, you'll pay less for this heat pump and furnace system installation, as well as over time with its efficiency and energy savings. Seriously, a Goodman heat pump that's smaller and more efficient for less. Plus, it's installed by an amazing team of skilled technicians with quality you can count on and experience you can trust. Interested? Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
At Taco John's, we're serving a higher standard of flavor with seasoned meats, freshly fried shells, and always hot potato olays. That's what we call West Mix. Stuffed grilled tacos are now cheesier and crunchier. Try 2 new flavors for a limited time at Taco John's.
This adorable shelter pet wants to meet you and your family today. The News 8 Now Pet of the Week is brought to you by Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics. During the President's Day sale at Home Sleep Express, get 10% off sale prices on Prana Sleep and Thomas Cole Sleep. This Aurora Queen is just $8.99. Plus, get 3-year special financing. The President's Day mattress sale, going on now at Home Sleep Express.
All right, the good news, it's going to be milder tomorrow. We'll be above freezing for many areas. Unfortunately, that comes with a lot of wind and also a brief period of rain or snow. Not so much accumulation expected with it, but the wind definitely will be the story, switching from southwest to northwest during the day. That means colder air comes in behind that. So Wednesday cold, we kind of flip around a little bit with some light snow Wednesday night. And then, yes, Friday, potentially 50. Potentially, but then a cold front comes through and that sweeps those temperatures back down. So definitely prepare for another cold weekend. It could be colder than that too.
Yeah.
And then more snow as we go Sunday into Sunday night, and that one bears also a little watching too, based on track. So winter's still here.
Yeah.
We just don't see it every 7 days.
Right. Another reason to look forward to Friday, though.
Yes, I look like an outlier on that 8 day.
Like tonight. Good. All right. Thanks for joining us at 6.
We'll see you tonight at 10.